For more on this, we are now being joined by Adel Nazarian from Washington, D.C. Adel is a senior media fellow at Gold Institute for International Strategy. Adel, great to see you and great to talk to you on this very important day. So, a diverse array of states are voting on Super Tuesday. What are voters' priorities, just generally speaking, and do they differ among Republicans and Democrats?
Hi, Suzanne. Great to be on with you again. Yes, there's a very big difference. Republican and Democratic voters are definitely looking at different things. On the Republican side, we have economic policies, of course, a huge focus. On the Democratic side, regarding the economic stuff, it's more economic inequality. Policies aimed at reducing economic wealth and inequality, not so much focused only on the American voter, but also on others who are even in the country illegally. There's national security issues. Republicans want to have a stronger defense, military policies, along with strict immigration controls. On the other hand, when it comes to that topic, the Democrats are more about equity for all, from what I've seen. Of course, the one place where both parties do and voters do align is, I believe, the intention for, at least on the voter side, of having less wars abroad, although that doesn't translate into what the House Democrats and members of Congress are obviously voting for. They're voting for more intervention, as we've seen with increased wars across the globe since the current administration has taken office. There's also social issues. The conservatives, Republicans are going to be, much more conservative, obviously, on when it comes to abortion. They're more pro-life. Gun rights. France just came out with the first ever country in the world, for example, to enshrine abortion as part of the Constitution. That's something, for example, that has a very, very different reaction from Republicans and Democrats in the US. Of course, Republicans disagree with that. Democrats probably are more supportive of that. Also, when it comes to social justice and climate issues, you have that being more of a Democratic value, lesser so of a Republican value, with Republicans pushing against certain agendas in the public school system that may be seen as indoctrinating youth, whereas Democrats are pushing for more of those policies in public education. So very different priorities. And I think that's going to definitely translate into the 2024 general election this November, depending on which side comes out and votes in stronger numbers.
Yeah, that's right. Nikki Haley, she made headlines on Sunday when she didn't explicitly state whether she would support the Republican nominee if it's Donald Trump. How might her decisions of supporting or not supporting the nominee not only impact her political future, but the question many are asking is, can Donald Trump win without Haley's endorsement?
That's an excellent question. Suzanne, I have to say, she did come out and say she's no longer bound. Nikki Haley said she's no longer bound on the 3rd by the RNC pledge to endorse Trump if he wins. And look, she made a point in that she's not going to come out and endorse someone while she's clearly still in the race. She's going into Super Tuesday today, thinking she has a shot at perhaps pulling this off. But I have to say, while she's in the race, when you're in a race, she goes, you don't think about losing, you think about continuing to go forward. That's fine. Okay. But push comes to shove at the end of the day, once she ends up losing Super Tuesday, which I think will be the scenario we're going to face here, I don't think she'll be able to secure enough delegates, 1,215 delegates specifically out of the 2,429 to proceed to the general election. I still don't think she's going to endorse Trump. We just saw Chris Christie, who on January 10th, he came out himself and said that, after he suspended his second presidential campaign, that he will not support Trump. In fact, he went ahead and said that he apologized and he was wrong. He made a mistake for supporting Trump the first time around. He even said he thinks Trump will, quote, burn America to the ground. That said, I think Haley would have enough, strange bedfellow, so to speak, to be supportive of her decision not to actually follow with the RNC pledge should Trump become the nominee. And based on her previous, her previous reactions and speeches that she's given, I don't particularly see her supporting him. And to answer that question for you. No, I don't think he's going to end up needing her support, frankly, to secure a 2024 victory. Although I will say it does make things a little bit more challenging seeing a divided Republican Party.
Yeah, that's very true. Well, she'll be in good company sitting next to Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger moving forward, in my opinion. Adele, thank you so much for joining us on WION, and I look forward to speaking to you again very soon.
Thank you, likewise.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.